we will be discussing on ATOMY's binary system, and some of these things, we have already, those of us who have been with ATOMY, we probably already know, but we will, it's going to be like a recap for some of us, and there are some new team members as well. For those who are new, it will be probably helpful. So few things in regards to the ATOMY binary system. We'll look at what does it mean by, when we say ATOMY as a binary system, what do we mean by that? And then we will also briefly talk about unlimited level that ATOMY has. Also, there is PVs, as we know, point values, that there's no flushing of PVs, which means, the PVs don't get wasted. And also how we have a global ID. So what is binary? Those of us who have, studied mathematics, we probably know what is binary. And so I actually thought of asking you this as a question, but since lack of time, I will just leave it at that. So when we say binary, we are basically talking about two legs, right? So ATOMY system is a binary system. So when we say, so we have, like, if you see it here on the slide, so that's you right in the middle. And then there are two legs on your left and right. So very easy way to remember this is that as humans, we have two legs, our right leg and left leg, and we cannot have a third leg, right? So that's the best way to remember while doing ATOMY as a business. So if there is a third person that we want to add in ATOMY as a member, whether consumer or a business partner, we cannot make a third leg. So that person has to go on the left of your left leg or on the left of your right leg. Right, so that's a very simple way of understanding binary system. So we cannot have a third leg in binary system, and I'll try to explain that in a little more detail in regards to what do we need to do if there is a third person, especially those of us who are just starting the business, and because this has been one of the common questions that I keep getting from my downline in regards to, okay, like now I have a left and a right leg. And there is a third person. What do I do with that third person? And so it's a very simple question, but I think it's important for all of us to understand this, that how do I, if there is a third person, how do I register that person under me? So that is something to think about. And also, in ATOMY, not only is it a binary system, but there is just unlimited levels, right? So in ATOMY, we can add people under us as many as we would like. There is no really limit. Earlier, Jeran mentioned about, like how in ATOMY we have the ratio is between women and men is quite a lot. The difference is quite a lot, right? So, but whether you're adding ladies or you're adding men, the level is unlimited, and so sky is the limit, really. So that you can add as many people, you or your downlines can add as many people as possible. So what do we mean by that? Unlimited level. So if you see here, that's you in the middle, and then you've got a left leg, you've got a right leg, right? So these, these levels keep going on and on. There is no, for example, I'm going to try to point something here. So this person is on your left and this person is on your right. And so So when you find a third person, person number 3, probably you will add that person here. You know, this will probably be your person number 3. Because like I said, we cannot make a third leg here. ATOMY does not allow us to do that. The system does not allow us to do that. So that's why the third person, if you do have a third person, that person has to go either on the left side, so either here, the left side of your left, the first person, or the left side of your right person. So either this will be number 3 or here. Okay, so that's why ATOMY is a binary system, where we cannot make a third leg. But the good news is that if it is your contact, you know, if it is your contact, you can keep adding people, you know, number 4, number 5. So this goes unlimited. You know, you can go all the way up to, you know, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, right? 1 lakh people. There is no limit in regards to how many people you can really add in ATOMY. Now they don't have to be, probably we might not even know 100 people that we can add below us, but then there will be our contacts. So there is basically there is no limit on how many people that we can add. So that's a really unique thing about ATOMY. Okay, so having said that, the next thing in our binary system is that, as most of you probably are aware, that whenever we purchase any product, there are PVs, right? So every product has a PV. So whenever we buy any product, those PVs are added to our account. So if you buy from your account, those PVs are added to your account. So our personal PV, our personal point, they never expire. So whatever we buy with our ID, right? Whatever we buy with our ID, which we call personal point value, right? PPV, whatever we buy with our ID, it never expires. And but then what happens to the PVs that are bought by everybody in my downline? So because remember, all of these people here are your downline. Okay, so you probably added this person on your left, this person on your right, and maybe this person is person number 3 that you added, but this person over here on the left is this person's contact, you know, and this person's contact. So everybody who is here on your left and your right, they're all under you. So whatever purchase that they make, those PVs are going to come to you as group PV. So when we say no PV flushing, what do we mean by that? Which means, you know, for you to qualify for a commission, you need to have 300,000, which is 3 lakhs PV on your left and 3 lakhs PV on your right. You know, we need to get that. But to reach 3 lakhs PV, accumulated PV, it could take 1 week, it could take you 1 month, it could take you 1 year. It doesn't matter in ATOMY, right? So you might have, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and those 6 people, you know, buy products, and within 1 week you reach 3 lakhs points on your left. Okay, or let's say it took 1 month for you to reach 3 lakhs points on your left. Till you reach 3 lakhs, the PVs don't get flushed out. They don't expire. Why is that unique about ATOMY? Because there's a lot of other MLM companies, you know, every month you have to sustain certain PVs. So if you do not reach that target, your points will get flushed out, which means the next month you'll have to start from 0 if you could not reach that target of certain points. And so that's why, ATOMY is, in that sense, is very, very unique, where even if you take 1 year for that matter, for your PVs, for you to reach 3 lakh, even if you take 1 year for it, it doesn't get expired. It's the same thing even on your right leg as well. Only when it reaches 3 lakhs and 3 lakhs on your left and right, it could take 1 day or it could take 1 year. It doesn't matter. But when your left and right reaches that 3 lakhs point, that's when those points get converted into commission, depending upon which level you're at. So that's why we say there is no PV flushing in ATOMY. So that's a very, very unique thing about ATOMY, and we all have to understand that. Okay, so we'll move on. In regards to global membership, this is just a point that I wanted to make, something that we've talked about quite often, but in ATOMY, we have 16 million members all over the world, global members, right? And so there are 16 million global members, which means there are multiple. In fact, right now around 21 or 22 countries around the world where ATOMY is present. And so with one global ID, we can do this business anywhere. You could have somebody from Korea, Canada, US, Mexico, Australia, Turkey, India, you could have people from anywhere. And so, and again, in an unlimited level. And so that's a really, really unique thing about ATOMY in regards to the business that we can do with ATOMY. In regards to a general commission, normally we get, you can get paid every 2 weeks, which means the other Tuesday. So Tuesday, the second Tuesday is when we get paid, and it comes automatically to your bank account whenever there is a matching that happens. So how do we get that general commission? We will look at that. So some of it I've already discussed. Now, if you look at it here, so there are a couple of criteria. So there is, when you join ATOMY first, we join as a distributor. So when you have your own points, when you have your own points, at that time, you will, sorry about that. So if you see here, as a distributor, if your own points is 10,000 points, then you qualify for commission, but you need to have your own 10,000 points. So once you have your own 10,000 points, then you will have to start thinking about your left group PV and your right group PV. So you have your own 10,000 points, your own point, right? PPV, which means, let's say you buy a toothbrush set, you buy, maybe a shampoo, you reach 10,000. Now you qualify as a distributor, you qualify. So when you qualify, for you to receive commission, your total group PV from your left side and your total group PV from your right side accumulated needs to reach 3 lakhs. The moment you reach that 3 lakhs PV, that gets converted into commission, and that commission is Indian rupees. So if you're in India, it's close to 1,400 rupees. Okay, so 1,400 rupees is what you receive in your bank account as a distributor. If you have 10,000 plus points of your own as a personal PV. Okay, so you get around 1,400 Indian rupees as commission. But when you reach 3 lakhs PV, okay, 3 lakhs PV of your own, then you become an agent. Now from 10,000, you have been purchasing products, now you reach 3 lakhs. So then you become an agent. So the moment you become an agent, your points, your commission also changes. So the criteria is the same. On your left, you need to have 3 lakhs PV, group PV. On your right, you have 3 lakhs group PV. But so once you reach that then your commission will change to around 3.9 thousand rupees, which is around 4,000 rupees basically, right? Around 4,000 rupees you get as a commission. Now, one of the things that a lot of people, now this is very simple to understand, you know, you 3 lakhs on your left and right, accumulated, and you get the point. So, but how do we get to that 3 lakhs point? So that is something I think a lot of people have doubts about. Now, if you see here at the bottom, I have put these alphabets. These are basically days of the week. Okay, these are you know, days of the week. So let's say this week on Monday, somebody, you know, like somebody purchases, this person purchases around 50,000 rupees, sorry, 50,000 points worth product. And then this person also does 50,000. So on Monday, your points, your PVs is going to be 1 lakh on Monday. Okay, so these two people, 50,000 points worth product they bought. So on Monday, that's on Monday, you have 1 lakh points. Now on Tuesday, another person buys, you know, let's say 1 lakh worth point. So on Tuesday, you're going to have 2 lakh PV. Okay, and let's say Wednesday, nobody bought anything, right? But on Thursday, 2 people bought again worth 1 lakh points. So on Thursday, you reach 3 lakh. So on Thursday, you have 3 lakhs points on your left leg. So it's the same thing even on your right. So your left leg is done. Now on your right leg, let's say on the same week, if same thing happens, then you have 3 lakh on your right, left, and 3 lakh on your right. That's where that turns into commission. But let's say what happens, let's say on this particular week, for example, it was 4.5 lakhs, but here 3 lakhs. So what happens to that remaining 1.5 lakhs when 3 lakh matches? That gets flushed out. So anything more than 3 lakhs, okay, if you have additional 1.5 lakh, that gets flushed out, right? So that's how it works. The moment it matches, minimum 3 lakhs on the left and right, moment it matches, that gets converted into commission, and then it all starts. Then everything starts again from zero. And so this can happen, this 3 lakhs on the left, it can happen in 2 days, it can happen in 3 days, it can happen in 5 days, it can happen in 1 month. It depends on how many number of people you have. And like Jaron mentioned earlier, how many people are consuming, how many people are buying, how many consumers do you have under you? How many of them are purchasing and using ATOMY products? Depending on that, that's why the more consumers that you have, especially auto consumers, people who really like ATOMY products, you have introduced those products to them and they buy themselves. You don't have to force anybody to buy, but they like the products and they buy those products themselves. So the more the consumers, the faster you reach your 3 lakh point, right? It's the same thing on your left and right. So this is up to agent level. So the higher you go, the whole idea is the same. It doesn't, whether you're an agent, special agent, you're a sales master, you're a diamond master, the idea is the same when it comes to general commission, right? How many people do you have? How many consumers do you have who are constantly using ATOMY products and purchasing? So this is the general idea in regards to the binary system, how it works in ATOMY. Because a lot of people have had this question, and so I thought that I should just kind of simply try to explain to you. And there's a lot more we can talk about this, but then I will leave it at that because of lack of time here. So any questions? Do you have specifically in regards to the binary system which I explained to you right now? Do you have any questions? Does anybody have any question?